Namaste everyone, this is Sandeep and welcome to my channel on Study by Sandeep Dhiman. We are discussing lesson number 13, Slave Dynasty and Khalji Dynasty. We have already discussed. Today we are going to discuss Tughlaq Dynasty. First of all, we have Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq here. So we know the last ruler of Khalji Dynasty was Khusro. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq murdered him and founded Tughlaq Dynasty. Okay, so who was the founder of Tughlaq Dynasty? It was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He was a great warrior and an able administrator. He rose from an ordinary position to a higher position of governor, and he consolidated the scattered sultanate and restored peace and order. He was a very kind ruler and he improved the condition of the peasants. He withdrew some taxes that were imposed on them. Important thing is that he died in an accident when a pandal set up for his welcome fell on him. And it is also said that it was a result of conspiracy hatched by his son Juna Khan. What was the name of his son? Juna Khan. Okay, hopefully up to here everything is clear to you. The question is, who founded Tughlaq dynasty? It was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. And how did he die? He died in an accident when a pandal set up for his welcome fell on him. And what was the name of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq's son? It was Juna Khan. Okay, and why did he kill his father? It can be also asked. So he wanted to occupy the throne early. Okay, that's why he has the conspiracy and killed his father. Next is Muhammad Tughlaq, 1325 to 51. After the death of his father, after the death of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Juna Khan, who was his son, took the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq and became the Sultan in 1325. He was a learned person and he opposed the interference of ulemas in the matters of state, and he took many steps to consolidate the Sultanate. Okay, let's discuss his works one by one. So first thing he did was to shift his capital from Delhi to Devgiri. Okay, why did he shifted his capital from Delhi to Devgiri? To avoid fury attacks of the Mongols and to exercise better control over Deccan. Okay, so this is important question, you need to memorize this. Now what happened when this thing happened, means when he was shifting the capital? So because there was absence of transport facilities, so it caused many hardships and many people died on the way to Devgiri because the distance was very long. It was 950 kilometers. And other result was that his absence from the north encouraged frequent attacks of the Mongols, and after 5 years he ordered a retreat, means he shifted his capital back to Delhi from Devgiri. Okay, so this is important. Why did he shift his capital? Because he wanted to avoid fury attacks of the Mongols. And next is Muhammad Tughlaq wanted to increase his military power, so he imposed tax in Doab area at 50%. Okay, why did he want to increase his military power? Because he wanted to conquer more territories. Okay, for that he imposed tax on Doab area, but it was a failure because that time a widespread famine was there, and this order stunned the people and they left cultivation. They gave up cultivation and their land lay barren. And when Muhammad Tughlaq realized his mistake, he not only withdrew his order but also extended help to the farmers. Next thing he did, when he did this, it emptied his treasury, so he thought of issuing token currency. Not thought, but he issued token currency of copper instead of silver. But due to increased circulation of counterfeit coins, he had to withdraw his orders, and he asked the people to exchange their coins with silver coins. Okay, so this was a heavy loss for the royal treasury. Okay, now this is important. Which type of currency was there in Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign? It was silver coins. And which token currency he issued? Copper currency. Next is Muhammad Tughlaq was a mixture of opposites. So this is very important question. Which ruler is known as mixture of opposites? So it was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He is also known as the opposite. The learned fool, the wise fool. Okay, these are the names given to the Muhammad bin Tughlaq by the historians. Okay. Now next we have here Firoz Tughlaq. Next ruler was Firoz. So because Muhammad Tughlaq had no son, so his cousin Firoz Tughlaq was his cousin. He became the Sultan, and after becoming the Sultan, he adopted the policy of appeasing the nobles and ulemas and the orthodox Muslims to strengthen his position. Okay, and he imposed jizya. Important question: which ruler imposed jizya on Hindus? So it was Firoz Tughlaq. Okay. What is jizya? Jizya was a religious tax that was imposed on non-Muslims. Okay, and he considered himself as a servant of God. So this question is important also. Which ruler considered himself as the servant of God? It was Firoz Tughlaq. He changed the policy of Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq of separating religion from the administration. Okay, next is he made reforms to redress the grievance that the people had against Muhammad Tughlaq. He constructed many canals and tanks. Important thing. Which ruler constructed many canals and tanks? It was Firoz Tughlaq. He repaired old tanks also, and he reduced land revenue, and he opened markets to sell the surplus produce. This is also important question. New coins of smaller denomination were also introduced, and he opened schools and gave grants to the scholars to promote literary activities. He helped poor Muslims, and important question is there. He laid 1200 fruit gardens around Delhi. So which ruler laid 1200 fruit gardens around Delhi? It was Firoz Tughlaq. Okay, and he founded new cities also: Hisar, Jaunpur, Firozabad, and Firozpur. Who founded these cities? It was Firoz Tughlaq. Important question is also here. Which ruler got Sanskrit text translated into Persian? So it was Firoz Tughlaq. Okay, he translated Sanskrit texts into Persian. Okay, now here is the last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Who was he? Nasiruddin Tughlaq. He was the last ruler, and during his reign, important question is here: in whose reign or during whose rule Tamerlane invaded India? So it was Nasiruddin Tughlaq. When he was ruling, Tamerlane invaded India, and he took with him many Indian artisans for decorating his capital. Which was the capital of Tamerlane? It was Samarkand. Okay, and the Sultanate lasted only up to 1412 CE, and later on it got divided into many small kingdoms. Daulat Khan and Amir was appointed as the ruler of Delhi. Now here you can see, then after new dynasty came into existence in 1414, when Sayyid Khizra Khan attacked Delhi and defeated Daulat Khan and founded new dynasty, Sayyid dynasty. But there were only 4 rulers and not very important. They ruled up to 1451, and then after Behlul Lodi attacked them and founded new dynasty, the Lodi dynasty. So this is enough for today, I think, and about Lodi dynasty we'll discuss in our next video. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe. Thank you.